Victor Wembanyama has been terrifying since the moment he entered the league, but now the NBA's worst nightmare might actually be coming true. Through 4 games, it's clear the league doesn't have a Wemby problem anymore. They've got a Wemby and Dylan Harper problem. If the first week of the season's any sign of what's coming, this duo could dominate the league for years to come. This ain't some hot take after a good start. This is a warning shot. The Spurs might have something real, and it starts with these two. We all knew Wemby was special coming into the league, 7 feet 5 inches with handles and a smooth jumper. But year 3, he looks like he's taken a massive leap. 4 games in, and people are already throwing around MVP. Not preseason hype talk, actual legitimate buzz. The kind where you watch him play and think, yeah, this might actually happen. Here's why. Victor Wembanyama is the first player in NBA history to score over 100 points and record more than 15 blocks in the first 3 games of a season. That's never been done before. Not Shaq, not Hakeem, not Kareem, nobody. The numbers are ridiculous. He's putting up 31 and 14 with 4.5 blocks a game on nearly 59% shooting. He's got 18 blocks through 4 games. That's more than 24 entire NBA teams right now. Think about that. Full rosters with 15 guys can't block as many shots as one dude. But here's what's really changed, and this should terrify the rest of the league. Wemby's not hunting threes anymore. Last season, he was launching more than twice as many three-pointers as free throws. This year, complete flip. He's attacking downhill, getting to the line, and absolutely punishing people at the rim. He spent the offseason working with Hakeem and KG, and you can see it immediately. He's stronger, more physical, and his footwork in the post looks seasoned. He's not just scoring at the rim, he's seeking out contact and finishing through it. That's the difference between a talented young player and a dominant force. 40 points on opening night against Dallas, a near triple-double with blocks against New Orleans, 29 points, 11 rebounds, and 9 blocks in an overtime win against Brooklyn, where they came back from 8 down in the third. This man blocks 3 shots in 1 possession, then runs down and drills a logo 3. Then against Toronto, completely effortless performance. 24 points on 7 for 8 shooting, perfect from the free throw line, 10 for 10, 15 rebounds, and a plus 35 in a game the Spurs won by 18. Oh, and he threw in a casual 360 layup just to remind everyone he's not from this planet. He's shooting 80% at the rim and nearly 59% overall. That's elite efficiency, especially at his volume. The reliable scoring everyone was waiting for, it's here. He's become an elite isolation player, 1 point, 25 points per possession in ISO, 77th percentile in transition, 1.6, 4 points per possession, that's 93rd percentile. The guy's a cheat code in every situation. His block percentage is sitting at 16.7%. The NBA record is Minute Ball at 10.6%. Wemby's so far ahead that the gap between him and second place is bigger than the gap between second and 62nd. He's operating on a completely different level, but here's the real problem for the league. He's not doing it alone anymore. Dylan Harper is 19 years old. Most 19-year-olds are still figuring out how to run a pick and roll without getting the ball stolen. Harper's out here orchestrating the second unit like Chris Paul. The home opener against Brooklyn was a statement. 20 points, 6 boards, 8 dimes, and 0 turnovers. Harper became the youngest guard in NBA history to drop a 25-5 line with no turnovers. Coming off the bench, he's averaging 14 and 5-5 on 47% shooting, but the numbers don't even tell the full story. What stands out is how calm he looks. Most rookies play fast trying to prove they belong. Harper plays smart because he already knows he belongs. And if you're a Spurs fan, this feels familiar. A left-handed guard coming off the bench, making winning plays, controlling the pace, getting to the rim with craft. Sound like anyone? Manu Ginobili built a Hall of Fame career doing exactly that. Now, it's way too early for comparisons in legacy, but the blueprint's there. The Spurs have always known how to use that dynamic sixth man, and Harper fits that mold perfectly. Those 8 assists and 0 turnovers against Brooklyn, ridiculous. That's a vet point guard performance, not a 19-year-old rookie off the bench. Most young guards struggle with decision making. They force passes, dribble into trouble, panic under pressure. Harper's doing none of that, and he's not playing conservative either. The kid's aggressive. He's already got 15 made layups through 4 games, one of the highest totals in the league. For a rookie to finish at the rim at that volume already, that's a different level of confidence and craft. Against Toronto, he showed the full package, 11 points, 6 boards, 6 assists in 27 minutes, just steady, winning basketball from a teenager who plays like he's been in the league 5 years. At Rutgers, he shot 67.6% at the rim, and that craft's already translating to the league. He's got that shifty, herky-jerky game, pivots, offhand finishes, floaters you can't teach. Scouts compared him to James Harden and Deron Williams for a reason. He manipulates defenders with his pace and body control. At 6 feet 5 inches, with long arms and a strong frame, Harper can defend multiple positions. He's already showing real defensive energy, huge for a rookie, but what really makes him special is his feel for the game and composure in big moments. Against Brooklyn, when they made their run in the fourth, Harper didn't panic. 7 points in the fourth, including a tough layup through contact that killed their momentum. Against New Orleans, when the Spurs were down 8 in the third, Harper brought him back with rim pressure and shot making. Most rookies shrink in those moments. Harper thrives in them. When you pair Harper's playmaking and court vision with Wemby's gravity, defenses are cooked. This is where it all comes together, because individually both are phenomenal, but together they're creating problems teams can't solve. Wemby's new commitment to attacking the basket means he's forcing help defenders to collapse on him. When that happens, Harper finds the open man. When they don't, Wemby finishes through contact or gets to the line. Pick your poison. The pick and roll with these two is borderline unfair. Harper's got the patience to let the play develop, and Wemby's rolling with the 7-foot 9-inch wingspan and soft touch. How do you defend that? If you show hard on the screen, Harper hits Wemby on the roll for a lob. If you drop, Harper pulls up or gets all the way to the rim. If you switch, good luck. A center can't guard Harper, and a guard can't handle Wemby. Against Brooklyn in the clutch, the Spurs ran some beautiful late-game offense. They posted up Wemby on the left block, drew the double team, and got Keldon Johnson a clean look after a fake cut, bucket, then a pick and roll with Harper and Wemby, bucket. Ran it again with Stephon Castle and Wemby, bucket. For a young team, that level of execution in crunch time is wild. Most young teams panic when the game tightens up. The Spurs, they're playing with poise and structure like a playoff squad. And it ain't just Wemby and Harper. Devin Vassell's shooting the cover off the ball. Stephon Castle's been dynamic as hell, hitting big shots in overtime and late game moments. Keldon Johnson's feeding off the attention Wemby and Harper draw. The offense through 4 games, rating still over 120. That's elite. Against Toronto, they dropped 129 points and made it look easy. Layups, open threes, ball movement with purpose. When your young core is disconnected this early, you've got something real. But here's the part people don't expect. The Spurs ain't just good offensively. They're actually locking teams up on the other end. You hear it all the time. Offense sells tickets, defense wins championships. Well, the Spurs are doing both. They're giving up a 1.05 defensive rating through 4 games. That's excellent. They held Toronto to just 103 points and controlled the game start to finish. The Wemby effect on defense is real. He's not just blocking shots, he's changing how teams even approach the rim. Guys are thinking twice before attacking. They're altering shots midair, passing out of drives they normally take. When he's on the floor, the Spurs are a completely different team. With the center protecting the rim like that, your perimeter defenders can be aggressive. They know if they get beat, there's a 7-foot 5-inch eraser behind them. That confidence changes everything. And Harper, he ain't getting cooked either. His 6-foot 5-inch frame and long arms let him contest shots and fight through screens. The whole defensive unit's clicking. The only real issues right now, turnovers and transition defense. They're giving the ball away too much, and teams are getting easy points off those mistakes. Against Brooklyn, they gave up a few late offensive boards that could have cost them. Cam Thomas missed a couple wide open threes off those plays, but those are fixable mistakes. This is a young team still learning how to play together. Here's why the rest of the league should be worried. This ain't a vet team squeezing out one more run. This ain't a super team that mortgaged the future to win now. This is two guys, one's 21, one's 19, already playing at an elite level, and they're only going to get better. Wemby's in year 3. He's still learning how to use his body, still adding skills, still figuring out the league. Imagine what he looks like in year 5, 23, 24 years old, hitting his physical prime. Imagine when he's got 5 full years of NBA experience. 5 years of learning from the best players in the world. And Harper, he's in year 1. He's coming off the bench right now, still adjusting to the speed and physicality. Imagine when he's starting running the offense full time. Imagine after a full NBA offseason of working on his body and game. The kid's already this good, and he ain't even scratched the surface. And the chemistry's already there. They trust each other. That two-man game's already clicking. Connections like that usually take years to build. These two found it in 4 games. The scary part, the Spurs have even more young talent. Castle's been clutching big moments. Vassell's knocking down threes. Keldon brings that toughness and physicality, and their starting point guard, De'Aaron Fox, ain't even played a game yet this season. They're still loaded with assets, draft picks, young players, cap flexibility. If this core keeps developing, the Spurs could add a vet piece or even trade for a star if one pops loose. Other fan bases can hope this is just a hot start. Maybe teams adjust, maybe coaches figure out new schemes to slow them down. You could try to be physical with Wemby, send him to the line, except he's shooting over 80% from the stripe. You could trap Harper in pick and roll, but he's reading defenses like a vet and finding the open man. You could pack the paint, but Vassell and Johnson are knocking down threes. There's no easy solution, and that's exactly why this is a problem for the league. Maybe injuries happen, knock on wood, hopefully not. Maybe Harper hits that rookie wall in January. Maybe teams adjust after getting more film on the Spurs sets. But through 4 games, this squad looks ahead of schedule. And when you've got a generational defensive talent paired with a rookie who plays like a 10-year vet, you've got something real. Victor Wembanyama is already an MVP candidate 4 games into year 3. Dylan Harper's playing like a seasoned vet. The Spurs are 4-0 with wins over Dallas, New Orleans, Brooklyn, and Toronto. Sure, they haven't faced the top-tier teams yet, but the signs are all there. They're running clean offense, playing tough defense, and showing poise in crunch time most young teams don't have. Is it too early to say this duo will define the next decade? Probably, but the foundation's there. Wemby's not past, that problem's only getting worse. Can Dylan Harper win Rookie of the Year? Is Wemby the MVP frontrunner? Let me know what you think in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe and check out one of these videos on your screen now.